I'm Troy Eggleston. We went swimming almost every day because DJ loved to swim. And like one time we were going to the river. It's a long dirt road going down to the river, and DJ was driving a little fast, not too fast, but a little more than he should have been doing, and we overcorrected and went off a hill. His Jeep went down the hill and hit a tree, and we all just sat in the car for a few minutes and just like looked. And then DJ was the first to get out of the car, and he just walks around and looks at it and starts laughing, because that's how DJ was.
I'm Zach Frame, and DJ was a really good friend of mine. First time I ever hung out with DJ, him and a few other friends, they come and picked me up, and so we took off and went to Ridgeway to this, it was like a dirt pit. That's all it was. Hills all over the sides, everything. And we just went out there and he let all of us take turns just driving his Jeep, doing donuts, burning out. It took everything we had to talk him out of trying to drive it up this embankment. And he was dead set on doing it, but we talked him out of it.
I'm Michael Fiesta. I remember one night we were coming back, I guess it was from a group to get together or a party or something, and it was a big group of us, and we went and stayed at DJ's house, and his mom didn't know, and it was like 4 of the guys we had, and we went and stayed in his room, and like his mom didn't even know that we were there, and he kept trying to hide us and telling us to be quiet and stuff so we wouldn't get in trouble.
I'm Seth McAlevey. I met DJ when I believe I was at Riley's birthday party. He decided to pick up skateboarding since me and Riley were skateboarding. He was like, well, I might as well try and learn. So he started getting it down. So then one day we were just skating through Martinsville, and then we were just going down this hill. We were all next to each other, and then we were just going down it, and DJ just speeds forward. And me and Riley are like back, slowing down, and then he speed wobbles and then stops, and then he speed wobbles again, and then he just falls. And then his like head hit and it bounced back up and then hit again, and he slid over, and then we went and picked him up, and he was horrible. Then we got inside, and his mom was all mad because we didn't call, and because he told us not to call because he didn't want her to get mad.
I'm Alicia, and I met him many years ago through friends, Cross Point. We were really close. He was my best friend. One youth night, we were gonna have a messy games night. Matt and Nikki Kendall were leading the youth group. We had ice cream, whipped cream, mustard, ketchup, eggs, all kinds of nasty stuff. And they said we could just go crazy, just throw it everywhere, throw it all over each other. Of course, DJ, being the outgoing, adventurous kind of guy he was, he kind of started it. He got everything he could, like ketchup, mustard, and then the eggs and stuff, and was throwing them all over everybody, and it stunk so bad. It was all over us. And then afterwards, we went down to the creek and washed off in the creek. We weren't really supposed to, but we didn't care. We jumped in and then jumped out real quick.
Hi, I'm Miranda Givens, and I met DJ around the beginning of middle school. Well, one time we went to Jack Dalton Park with 2 of his other friends, and he introduced me to them, and we just kind of took pictures and hung out, and there was this one point where we were just goofing off and trying to do all these, like, jumping on top of each other, and at one point there was a picture where it looked like I was about to like fall out of his arms, and we were just cracking up, and it was just real fun.
My name is Tyler Green, and I met DJ last year in Growth Group. Like, I mean, he was just an awesome dude, and I was like, I want to be around him because everybody around him was just so happy all the time. When I met him, the first thing I noticed was that he loved video games just as much as I did. Like, I never knew there was a bigger nerd out there than I was. I remember one time we were at, we went to GameStop so I could sell my iPod because my Xbox had broke. When they rang it up, I needed $20 more, and he gave me his last $20 so I can get it, and I was like, wow, that was just so awesome that he could do that for me.
I'm Allie McAlevey. Me and DJ had the tendency of never being able to write on paper, so we always marked all over each other. We had different colored Sharpie all over our face and our arms. I remember Nikki and Lindsay and everyone laughing at us because we were covered in markers.
I'm Josephine, and I met DJ about 2 years ago. Okay, so we'd be like in Walmart, and he'd be like singing really loud, and I'd be like, DJ, stop it, and people would be like staring at us, and I'm like, oh. And it was funny because, I don't know, it was mutual weirdness though, because I could be weird with him too.
One day, we ran out of things to do completely, so when we ran out of things to do, we went to Walmart. And we were all running around, and DJ saw a Power Rangers mask, because I remember he liked Power Rangers a lot, and he put one on, so 2 of my other friends decided to put it on, and I took the picture, and then after that we just all messed around in the Power Rangers mask and stuff. It was just Power Rangers in Walmart.
He was a very supportive friend. I had a soccer game, and he would be at my soccer games. He'd make posters because he loved to draw. So he drew posters, had my name on it, and he held it up at my games cheering me on.
He'd come to the games when we play at Martinsville, and he would cheer for Bassett while he was going to school at Martinsville.
I actually got him to do the Wizard of Oz with me at Martinsville, and he was the one of the Munchkins, the Lollipop Guild. He was part of the Lollipop Guild. We had to make him kind of step out of his shell just a little bit there, but I was just like, hey, I know DJ can do that.
DJ was that person that you really wanted to know. He would give you the shirt off his back. Honestly, he gave me a couple shirts. I remember going over to his house not having clothes or whatever.
DJ was just always excited, never ever had a frown on his face, always was smiling about everything.
I mean, just an awesome, loving, caring guy. I mean, he knew how to put a smile on your face, that's for sure.
Anyone could get along with him. He was just great.
He had this infectious smile and laugh that just makes you want to smile and laugh when you think about him. And
You see people on Facebook posting negative things all the time. That was never DJ. But if you needed him, he was always there for you.
He was the happiest person you could meet.